When purchasing a home, you have a choice to make. Do we go with the big national lender or do we go with a local lender who's a little bit smaller? Well, it could be the difference between getting an offer accepted or not, getting a better rate, or even getting things done on time. And who we suggest, you may be surprised by it. Let's talk about it. This is Steve, real estate agent with the Malone Realty Group over at eXp Realty. So let's say you're buying a home. Very important decision of who is going to help you secure your loan, assuming that you're going to get a loan. If you're cash, you're cash. Good for you. Most of the purchases obviously are not. They are going to be some sort of loan, whether it's a conventional loan, FHA loan, VA loan, any other loan products that are out there. So, who do you pick? Do you go with the big national bank or do you go with a smaller lender? Well, it's of my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion and the opinion of our team. Our opinion is go with a local lender, okay? And there's four main reasons why a local lender, in our opinion, is going to do a better job of getting us to the closing table with as few hiccups as possible versus a national lender, right? So number one, keep in mind, just because they're a smaller bank or a smaller lender versus one of the bigger banks doesn't mean they can't get the money. They have access to the money. They're going to get it done, especially folks who have been in business for several years. They know how to get these loans done. They have a big national bank or that they're working with, or a national lending association that they're working with, however it is, but they have access to money. So the local lenders, even though they're local and they're smaller than the big banks, they have access to the same money. They have enough money to get you to the closing table. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, they are local. I can pick up the phone right now. My preferred lender, I can pick up the phone right now and call her. She'll answer the phone or she'll give me a call back in 10, 15 minutes and I get an answer, and then we get things fixed within a half hour if there's a problem. If it's a national bank, it could take longer. I've dealt with situations where the appraisal is going to take too long and I have to talk to somebody about trying to reschedule it. If it's a national bank that's on the West Coast, they're not in the office until 9 o'clock. West Coast, that means it's 12 o'clock here. They come in, they have meetings, they have this and that. They're not ready to start answering emails and stuff until noon. That's 3 o'clock here. So the issue popped up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I have to wait until 3 o'clock in the afternoon to get an answer as to how we're going to fix this. Whereas if we had a local lender, I just pick up the phone and said, hey, what's up? They call and tell me what's up. And then, we got answers in 30 minutes. Here, and I talk to the person I need to talk to. I don't have to go through switchboards and things like that. And we're an actual human being versus sometimes I feel like you're more of a number if you call a national bank. So that's number two. The number two reason, again, is the fact that a local bank is local, meaning you have a better chance of reaching hold of them, right? Number three is that this is all they do. The big national banks, they do all kinds of stuff. They have checking accounts, saving accounts. They have 401ks that they set up. They set up IRAs. They do some mortgages. They do everything. Okay, local lenders that we work with, they do home mortgages or refis. That's it. That's so their machines are built to do that and do that over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's what they do. They specialize in it. So think about it like this. If you're going to get brain surgery, do you want to have a brain surgeon? You want to have just a general practitioner? There you go. And the mortgage is very important. A lot of issues can pop up. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things have to go into it correctly to be sure that everything is done correctly because the underwriter is asking for a lot of information. There's a lot of things that go into getting this loan done. If you have a professional that does this all the time, that knows what they're doing, they make it very easy off the bat. They know exactly what to ask for and makes it a much smoother process. All right, that's number three. Now, number four is it could actually help you secure the deal. If we're in a multiple offer situation and we've got let's say we're very neck and neck with another offer. Let's say it's a house that's like 400, let's say, and everybody's going 410, for example, because the market right now is crazy. So if you're going in that ballpark, let's say, I'm going to call the other agent and say, look, I don't know what's going on or whatever, but my local lender, they rock. And they're local. If there's an issue, I'm going to call them. They're on top of it. They've already pulled docs or documents to get the ball rolling on the pre-qual, things like that. Calling another agent saying, I have a local lender who's going to walk us through this process does a lot better than if I call and say, hey, I've got this big national bank who I don't know who my contact is and I don't know how to get a hold of them, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get to closing. Or I could say, I got a local lender, this is their number. And what I'll do and what my lender likes to do is call them and say, hey, these are my people. I'm a local lender. I got them. We're going to help you get to closing. Because at the end of the day, when somebody's selling their house, they want to get to closing. Okay, so if you're buying, that's the thing. Give them a reason to get to closing. Use a local lender. So again, those are the 4 things. Again, I have them written down here because as I've said in the past, I'm getting old. I have a lot of kids. I don't remember anything. So we had the same access to money, those small banks versus the big banks. You have a human contact. That's all that they do, and it could help you get the deal at the end of the day. So does that mean that if you have the big bank that you're not going to get the deal? No. Does it mean that it's going to be a bad situation? No, not at all. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, if I was doing it, that's the way I would do it. That's how we did our refi. That's how I did my purchase of my current home. And the next purchase I'm going to do, I'm going to use that same lender too. So however it works out on my next purchase, that's one thing that I'm definitely going to do, is definitely going to be doing a local lender to be sure that that gives me the best possible chance of securing the next home. So just want to pass that along if that's something you're thinking about. If you want contact with some of our lenders that we work with, give me a shout. If you want to talk more about the buying process as well, because now we're recording this August 19th. So we are right before Labor Day, kind of in a little bit of a lull that we typically see this time of year. But after Labor Day, already talking to some of the buyers and some of the sellers, you can kind of feel the pot simmering right now. I think things are really going to pop once we get past Labor Day. So if you want to position yourself to be ready for a fall time kind of situation and purchase a house in the fall, give me a call and let me know. 470-233-4409. 470-233-4409. Steve Malone Realty Group, eXp Realty. Y'all have a good day.